Hey there, my name is Jordan Reynolds. Today I'd like to introduce you to me and tell you what has shaped my life up to this point. First, we will talk about my upbringing. I will tell you where I am from and how I was raised. Also, we will cover my love for the Cleveland Browns, as I believe that this has shaped me into who I am today. While there is a lot more to my life, I feel these areas of my life best define who I am. As a result, I hope you can get to know me better and possibly connect with me on a personal level. Let's talk about my upbringing. First, I'll talk about where I'm from. I was born May 3rd, 1997, in Rochester, New York. Rochester is the third largest city in New York State with a population of 210,000 as of 2015, according to WorldPopulationReview.com. When I was 3 years old, we moved to Victor, which is a small suburb of Rochester, about 20 minutes southeast of it. Victor has a population of 14,257 as of 2010, according to victorny.org. I went to a very good school growing up, Victor Central Schools. Everyone in the town went to this school, and I really felt like I made some great friends over the years and got a fantastic education. Victor is also a very tight knit community. The best example of this was when I experienced the death of my best friend Tyler when we were both 17 years old going into our senior year. He died from an extended hospital stay where he got a pulmonary embolism, which ended up taking his life. And it was a very difficult time for everyone because it happened so suddenly. And obviously, when you lose someone that close to you, it's just a horrible, horrible moment in life. However, I really felt great that I had the whole community of Victor behind me and Tyler's family. Victor really helped to pick me up in that time, and there was a ton of school pride, a ton of town pride at the time, and our football team that year actually went on to win the sectional title for the first time in a very long time, and there was a common rallying cry around Tyler and Tyler Strong, do it for Tyler, and it was a really cool experience. And I'm glad that if I had to go through something as horrifying as that, that it was in Victor. In general, I'm just very proud to have been born and raised in the Rochester, New York area and in Victor, and I will always be proud of this. Next, we will discuss my household. I grew up in a middle class household with my mother, father, and little brother Blake, who was 3 years younger than me. They were always great to me, and it was a very loving household to grow up in. Our neighborhood was filled with kids right around our age, especially boys actually, and we ended up playing a lot of sports outside. We played basketball, football, soccer, really you name it, we played it, and that really developed my love for sports. I had a very easy childhood, to be honest. We never really had to worry about a whole lot, and I'm just grateful that I grew up in the environment I did because not everyone can say that they had it so easy when they were a kid, and I'm glad that I able to say that and I had a very safe and loving home. The next topic we will go through is my love of the Cleveland Browns. My infatuation with the Browns began around the age of 5. My dad and I would drive about 30 minutes to a sports bar called Tuts. Tuts was a Browns backer bar, so there were a lot of Browns fans that congregated there every week to go watch the Brownies. My uncle and 2 cousins would also meet us there, and it was a very good family bonding experience. And I still vividly remember so much about Tuts. The Browns were a little better back then. It was when probably the first couple of years that they had come back from moving to Baltimore, and everyone was really excited about the team. I still vividly remember the smell of the place. It smelled like cigarettes, the smell of beer. Probably not the best place for a 5 year old, but really, I just wanted to watch the Browns. And I still remember my order every week. I would go there and get a BLT, and which, if you don't know, is a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. And I can still taste that sandwich. It was great. We went there until the place closed when I was probably around 12, 13 years old. And I always miss that place, but it really helped build my fandom for the Cleveland Browns. Despite the fact that the Browns have been bad as of recently, I'll next talk about how the Browns, despite this fact, have actually drawn me closer to them and how it shaped my personality and actually helped me get through some pretty tough times. So, since 1999, the Browns have had a record of 133 and 216 according to footballdatabase.com. This is a horrible record, and obviously I don't like the Browns because they're good. I continue to watch them weekly and live and die on every play. Even this year when they went 0-16, I was invested in every play hoping that they get just one win. They didn't, but the Browns are still a very important part of my life. Loyalty is a huge aspect of my life as a Browns fan, and I carry this through everything. I'm a very loyal person, I feel, and the Browns have also taught me to never change who I am. I'm a Browns fan. That will never change. Nobody can, despite the fact that I get criticism from other Bills fans in my area, from Steelers fans here in Erie, I will never change the fact that I am a Browns fan. It's who I am, and it's taught me a lot about perseverance and the fact that someday, even though it's tough right now, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. We'll get through it. And this is a message that I even used when I had to deal with the death of Tyler, is that it might suck right now, but eventually I'll get through it. And I did. And the Browns taught me how to do this to an extent. So wrapping things up, overall, we have discussed two components of my life that have truly shaped who I am. I hope that you have learned about my upbringing and can connect to my story of Browns fandom. Maybe it is not the love of a sports team that keeps you excited to get to the weekend, but rather another hobby. Thank you for your attention. Have a good one.